President Joe Biden is set to arrive any minute now at a DOT maintenance facility, and he's there to discuss investing in transportation infrastructure. As you can see there, the crowd getting ready. There's about 7 rows of seats, very close up to where the president will be speaking any moment there at this maintenance facility. And we go live right now to Eyewitness News reporter Todd Wallace. He's outside. How's it going, Todd?
Oh, good afternoon. Vice President Joe Biden, as you mentioned, scheduled to arrive at any moment here at the East Providence Department of Transportation maintenance facility. In fact, the helicopter is overhead. I understand the motorcade is actually on the way, so it may be actually shown during our live shot. He was invited by Governor Gina Raimondo a few months ago at the White House to check on the state's roadworks program. Now, Governor Raimondo wants Vice President Biden to see the progress that the state is making with its roadworks infrastructure program. The plan became law in February. The state is borrowing and refinancing trucks to help pay it back. Vice President is a big supporter of infrastructure improvements, making it one of the focuses of his time in the White House. The law is not without controversy, however. Truckers circled the State House in protest while the plan was being debated, pleading for it not to happen. The Rhode Island Trucking Association has several complaints about the law, including its position that the truck-only tolls are a tax on their supply chain. Let's come back live. The motorcade is now arriving. You see several vehicles. There's the presidential limousine, we believe, or it's one of them actually. There's the presidential motor. The second limousine, there's the vice president. Obviously with the Secret Service and several other vehicles, all a part of the motorcade and a helicopter overhead. The entire area, as you can imagine, is very secure here on Highland, on Warren Avenue. Again, the vice president here, invited by Governor Gina Raimondo to talk about the roadworks infrastructure program. The governor very proud of the progress and success of the program thus far and wants the vice president to see it firsthand, up close and personal.
Todd, I know that I saw people lining up for a few hours to try to get inside there. What's the energy like out there?
Quite honestly, there are not too many people on the street because it's been blocked off for some time. People who live here on Warren Avenue here in East Providence are obviously outside of their home, but quite honestly, there's really no one on either side that I can see from this vantage point. Maybe there are some a little farther down Warren before it becomes Highland closer to our station, but I can't see that far down.
And as we see there, that bridge in the background that the motorcade just went by right there, one of the bridges that they're obviously trying to repair right now. In fact, they've been doing work on it right there. So clearly
yes,
a well-chosen spot for the vice president to be there today.
And you wonder if that was purposeful or not. We were talking about that, my photographer Marcos Valentine and I, about the construction being done right in front and right across from the maintenance facility where the vice president will be speaking. So it is timely. It is a good location. And I'm sure that the governor will be pointing it out.
And I know we have Eyewitness News reporter Jared Planner. He's inside the building for the vice president will be speaking soon. Have you had a chance to talk with him or any of the other reporters that we have inside there about who all is going to be there and what we can expect?
I spoke with Jared about an hour and a half ago. He was actually going through security, so it wasn't the best time that I was able to connect with him. However, we did see several state representatives. I think we saw Senator Whitehouse. Obviously, the governor's here. The head of the Department of Transportation is here. And you can imagine the vice president is in town. So everyone in every statewide office that can make it and would want to be in the company of the vice president to talk about the successes so far, they believe the successes so far of the program, will be here to hear the vice president's remarks. As we know, the vice president has really focused on infrastructure during his time as vice president, and this will be, of course, the governor is hoping that this will be a centerpiece for this move and effort that he has really supported for the last several years.
Absolutely, and we're taking a shot here. I believe those are Secret Service members on the roof there. I can't quite get a close look there. Todd Wallace, thank you so much for giving us this live report as the motorcade just pulled in, and we'll, of course, be covering the Vice President's speech throughout the day here. Make sure you tune in on Eyewitness News live at 5 for the latest details there from East Providence as Vice President Joe Biden makes a visit. Thank you, Todd.